This is something that I have been waiting for, because this is the first time I'm seeing Swamiji, and he is the one who conceptualized this idea of Hindu Economic Forum. He will be addressing us. VIGYAANANDA. VIGYAANANDA Swamiji is a graduate from IIT KHARAGPUR. An engineer. This is Swamiji. We have an engineer who is a singer. Now in India there's a funny saying, first we become engineers and then we ask, what am I supposed to do in life? Now Swamiji is a Sanskrit scholar with more than 10 years of learning in this subject. He is the chairman of World Hindu Foundation that conducts World Hindu Congress every 4 years in various cities across the globe. This Hindu Economic Forum is one of the 7 streams. So Hindu Economic Forum is one of the 7 streams of Hindu organizations spanning across education, media, politics, temples, economy, women and youth empowerment. Let's put our hands together and let us welcome the founder and global chairman of World Hindu Foundation, Swamiji.
Namaste.
Namaste.
First, all thanks goes to our Super Sarji. He's hardworking and supported by all of you people are here. You know? 2.5 years of this corona has made us junk. So now, after this 2.5 years, we are gathering in this large number. So you can say from Hindu Economic Forum, World Hindu Economic Forum, our big program was planned in 2000 in Hague, the city in Hague, in Netherlands. Partner was City Council of Hague, and that was cancelled because of Corona. And after that, we are here in this program. Otherwise, 2.5 years, nothing happened in the physical program. Coming to the World Hindu Economic Forum, I will tell you, for last 23 years, except this 2.5 year Corona, I am traveling across the world, and every year, at least one time I travel across the world, starting from Canada, North America, South America, Caribbean, Africa, Europe, Asia, up to Fiji. This was my routine. And I travel everywhere Hindu society will come. Swamiji, we are not organized society. We Hindu pull each other leg. We don't support each other. We quarrel each other, we fight each other. But this is a story everywhere I have heard. Once I was in Kuala Lumpur, and I have one friend, he was a senior to me. He was professor of economics and history, Professor Tan, in Kuala Lumpur University, Kuala Lumpur Malay University. So I asked him, Professor Tan, you Chinese are not smarter than us. He is a Chinese, you know. Why I called him? Because if you see from Bharat to Japan, if you remove South Korea, all the economy is Chinese economy. Even Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Brunei, Indonesia, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Vietnam, Thailand, even Laos, Cambodia, you have all Chinese economy. And before Second World War, Chinese were not that big, businessmen. They were all known as a petty contractor. Petty contractor means what is called tin. They were cobbler, blacksmith, carpenter, tin miner. In tin mining, Malaysia tin mining is to happen. So I asked him, Professor, tell me, you Chinese not as smart than us. How you control entire Southeast Asian economy? He told one thing, Swami, you fellows are individually smart, not collectively. You see, what he told, you fellows are individually smart, not collectively. And so I told you Chinese we are collectively smart. He told, no, we were also not collectively. We were also like every society, like your society. But what happened in the post-Second World War, when mainland China became communist, so our people realized now no one is to look after, so we have to look after ourselves. Because mainland China has become communist. Then we have started ourselves on the business and economy line, business and economy line. We have started forming everywhere business association, Chinese business association. And then we developed the cooperation and support system in our society. In that business association meeting, one Chinese fellow will come. He will inform these are the demand. Chinese traders, first Chinese trader will come and he will inform these are demand available in the market. One Chinese banker used to say we were not banker. And banker were either Indian, means these Chettiar have a lot of bank there, Chettiar, all these people. Huh? And our British, Europeans have bank. Our people are bank employees. They will inform the association that these are the facility available in the bank for credit and loan. These are simple information, not rocket science, Then some Chinese engineer will come and he will provide technical know-how. And businessman will go in processing. And again after processing, the traders will out for the sale. So this is how we created a wealth cycle. In 30 years, from no cooperation, we become a very cooperative society supporting each other. And during that time, we have started attacking you and you will have no clue. You have started retreating. So I realized that this cooperation is nowhere in the gene. If you go in the medical science, the doctor will tell you, this is not the part of any gene and genome in the blood. This is how a society develops, If you go in Israel, now even Israel, they are economically very successful. Till now, right from the independence and formation of Israel, not a single party has got majority, Because Israelis are divided, highly divided in the name of Russian Jews, German Jews, European Jews, Italian Jews, so many Jews, But in the common thing they are united, Where their strength lies, where interest lies. And that is on the business economy line. Throughout the world, Jews are highly organized in business economy. So I also thought this is not a, something coming from the genes. It is all, we have to do efforts, Once we start doing efforts, also our people also learn the importance how to support each other, cooperate each other. If they understand the value of supporting, cooperating each other, then society will start participating. And today I can see, when I was very happy to see that, when I started this World Hindu Economic Forum, everybody used to laugh on me. Swamiji, Hindu society is not going to do anything like this, This is your just only wishful thinking, because we only quarrel each other, pull each other leg, But I am leave my global experience. I can see here Hindu societies have started cooperating, supporting and growing together. This is the whole mantra of it. And if this message we can spread this message across the Bharat and then following across the world, we will become a strong, successful, economically successful society. Nothing big thing, but only thing we have to all honestly work with the same spirit. We have to support each other. The World Hindu Economic Forum, especially vision is grow together, share together. When we have started our conference was in Bangkok, second conference. One international journalist asked me, what is difference between, there are so many economic forum, World Economic Forum Davos, there is the World Islamic Economic Forum, there is the World Chinese Economic Forum, there is the World Jews Forum, there is Christian Forum also. What especially you have and what you are especially offering, what is your economic philosophy? I told you, World Economic Forum talk about the status. World Islamic Forum only talk about business based on Sharia, Islamic banking, Sharia. Chinese focus on the ethnicity. And World Hindu Economic Forum philosophy is based on dharma. What is our dharma? Veda says, Sapta Hasta Samahara Sahastra Hasta Sankira. Create wealth with 100 hands, share with 1,000 hands. It is not like, socialist people talk about, they don't talk about the creation of the wealth, they only talk about the distribution of wealth. And the capitalists only talk about the creation of wealth, they don't talk about the share of the wealth. Here, our Vedas talking, create wealth, first to create wealth and then start sharing with 1,000 more with people, And the whole purpose of this World Hindu Economic Forum was that to at least start with, global market access to the Hindu businessman. If Hindu businessman, generally we are all stuck in our own environment and start pulling each other leg. So if there is a whole world is market. If we can introduce to them to the new market, new opportunity, new area, everybody will grow. I just give example, because you are all talking about this emerging city. I always give example, two brothers, they were running grocery shop in their village. One fellow went to city and one fellow remained at the village. The village fellow is still running the same grocery shop. But city fellow is running the superstore because he has a bigger market. So once you have a market, then you will get the capital or other things. So important thing is to provide global market access to the Hindu businessman. Second thing, affordable capital. Just like you were talking about, I was not able to do the wall fully, but the part is capital. Capital is very important to do the business, and that also affordable capital. If that system we can develop in our society, that will help thousands of businessmen and new startups, new businessmen. Affordable capital is very important. And third part is technology part. Technology is a very changing nature of the business. Third is technology. And fourth is helping and supporting with the human resource capital. Human resource capital in our society, the large number of talented people, highly skilled, knowledgeable. But what is happening? We are making other rich by our talent. So that talent we need to incorporate in our own society. And fourth is promote young entrepreneur. Enterprise entrepreneurs is very important, but otherwise what is happening nowadays in our society, everybody is interested to go in big four, the big package, all this package industry, and that is not good for a growing society, developing society. If you want to become really rich and process, you have to go for enterprise entrepreneurs. If you are not going for enterprise entrepreneurship, then our society will not progress. So these are the fifth area we are working. And I can tell you, across the world, when I started working, people have started supporting, I always give example. When we had a conference in Hong Kong, we promoted Africa. And Africa is, that time when Africa conference used to happen, only 14 countries used to participate with our country, 14 countries. When China used to call them, 50, 60 countries used to come. And when I told you, look, China has already captured all the mines, critical mines, important mines, even we are all talking about the critical electrical, those, lithium, all the lithium mines is all captured by China. Infrastructure, railway, highway, port, airport is all captured by China. If China, Africa is 30 years what we have, beware, If you now focus in Africa, we have an opportunity. So manufacturing, healthcare, education, agriculture is all open. So we start going there. And after that, I can tell you, many of our Hindu businessmen have started going there, setting up the business. One fellow came in one of the conference, Swamiji, I'll be listening in the Hong Kong. I went and set up business in Algeria, and I have written the French there, So that type of thing we have to encourage them. And this is happening, Second thing I can tell you, when we had another conference, so our Sushil Saraf, who is a chairman in Bangkok, little promoted well, Swamiji is coming, and he is in IITian, and he talked about the economy. Generally, this is contradiction. Swamiji talking about the economy. So he did good marketing. So 35 IITians who were part of the CEO of the many European company, Japanese, Korean company, they came into conference. No, they came for promotion of the conference, to listen my lecture. After that, 70 to become part of the organizing committee. So during the course of discussion, our people have started thinking, why you are working with the European, Japanese and Korean, why not you come with us? We'll diversify, we'll grow. And our Sushil Saraf told me, I got 5 CO from there. I diversified in energy production. He himself went to the new field. So that type of, connecting our talent is already happening in the World Economic Forum. And I will give you another example, How, this feeling of Hinduness, feeling of oneness and supporting each other, how is a development. You have to create just environment, One businessman, from Indore, he told Swamiji, I want to come to Bangkok, but this lucky spinning CEO fellow has never replied my email. There's a lucky spinning big company. He's never replied my email. Luckily, the Lucky Spinning Company CEO was the secretary of our conference, you know. I told him, come, I will introduce you, you know. He came, I introduced him, you know. The fellow who never replied his email, next day he took him his car to his factory, you know. One businessman from Fiji, you know, Fiji wrote, look, I have a contract to supply pine seeds to Japanese, but I have no knowledge of this trade. Huh? Anyone can help. So I connected with the Century Plywood, our Sajjan Bhajanta, you know. So he told him, what you want? You want capital, I am there to invest you. You want technology, I am there to help you. You want partnership, I am there to help you, you know. So this type of encouragement going to given to the father of businessman, that help and motivator, that is what we have to create. And therefore, first we have started World Hindi Economic Forum. And we had the first one Hong Kong, Bangkok, London, Delhi, London, Los Angeles, Chicago. When we were doing World Hindi Economic Forum, everybody used to say, initially it will not work, but when it was started working, things started happening. Then from the starting, everybody was pressing, we should start chapter, local chapter. So I always used to tell them, look, I represent 5 organizations, you know, 5 institutions. I am a Hindu, so any of my actions should not adversely affect the Hindu society. Second, I am a sannyasi. Third, I am a Sankracharya sannyasi. Fourth, I am Rashtriya Swamsevak. Fourth, I am office bearer of Vishnu Parishad. And all these institutions are great institutions. All my actions should not adversely affect it. It should grow. And without testing my own ground, if I start chapter, then tomorrow we'll say the Swami came, he collected money and disappeared, you know. That should not happen. So first I tested our ground, and in Los Angeles conference we decided we will open our chapter, and then we formed this Hindi Economic Forum to start the chapter. And this is how you are, you know, Surya, they narrated our first conference, after the first conference in Los Angeles, there they formed a team and they launched the Washington chapter. And after that, within few months, within among themselves, they did $30 million business, you know. So opportunities everywhere, only we have to pull our resources, connect each other, and with that mindset we have to support and grow. So this is the whole, I just gave you just background. I don't want to go in detail because there are other people also speak, and I am already visiting to all of you. That time I will explain more about this Hindu Economic Forum or World Hindu Economic Forum. Namaste.